Hey everybody, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. Doing this small living room and the one step up before you get to the stairs. There's human pee, child pee, and a little tiny dog peed as well. And what I'm using today, I've put a straight gallon of 20 volume, so 6% peroxide. And I poured 24 ounces of Odors 3-in-1 and mixed it up. And my method here is the peroxide, and if you could see what I'm seeing, you'll see everywhere I spray where there's pee, it kind of foams up right away. I didn't need to add any water. You can spray 6% peroxide straight, but it will break up all that urine and allow me to VLM it out of there. And then when I'm done, and it will take care of any of those yellowish pee stains. I don't know if you could see it. This is a gray carpet, but it'll dissolve all the yellow, turn it back to just perfectly gray like a new carpet. So I'm going to spray it on here pretty liberally. And then I'm going to use the black Auric brush. I ordered a green one. Travis Hayes, one of my followers, recommended the green brush, so I ordered it. In fact, I saw on my phone that it arrived at my doorstep, I guess, after I left, so I won't be able to use it today, but that's going to be my next toy to play with. So for now, the black brush, agitate everything in, break up all the urine, and then we're going to extract with an Iron Man bonnet. And I also have my flat pad that I made, and I'm going to do an after run over with that just to get up any additional moisture. I don't think I'm going to be using those flat pads much more. I think I'll just use the Iron Man. It seems like now that I've washed the Iron Man pads, they're even better. They really absorb everything, so I don't know if I'm going to continue to try to design that flat pad, although it does pretty good. But that towel material, I don't think is going to outlast the Iron Man by no stretch of the imagination. So I'll continue to play with it and see what I come up with, but I don't want to send any out to anybody that might be interested, unless it's going to be something worthwhile. At this point, those Iron Man pads, you just cannot beat them. They really do work well. And after you've washed it or threw it in the dryer, you don't have to change or customize the Auric pad driver. You can use the original pad driver and just kind of tear it off lightly, but it works perfect. So I think it's just the extra fibers and the newness when you first get the Iron Man pad that you got to be leery of. So far they're pretty much unbeatable. And like I said, this is the black brush. I'm slowly agitating the peroxide and the Odors 3-in-1. The Odors 3-in-1 is also a pet solution. And then once I get everything extracted with the two pads, I'll get my Grande groomer rake and I'll rake everything to help pull the pile up. I have a mild enzyme that I'll be post-spraying all over the carpet. And I did set my air mover up for about 15 minutes, and then she had her own fan. So I replaced it with her own fan, which you'll see at the end of the video. But I just wanted to make sure everything was dry, no wick back. And this job came out absolutely fabulous. And the neighborhood I'm in, I'm on the neighborhood, I'm not sure what it is, some kind of neighborhood, I don't know if it's a Facebook page or it's called neighborhood something, but I get a lot of jobs here. In fact, when I showed up to this house, this was a new client, and the lady that I just did her house yesterday, Sunday, She owns a daycare and had to get it cleaned. I clean it all the time. Her house is the daycare. But when I showed up and I met the lady, my client was like, "Hey, this is the best carpet cleaner ever. He did my carpets yesterday. I've been using him for 7 years, blah, blah, blah." Really, man, there's nothing better than that. I mean, the customer here was actually pretty excited that her friend used me and has been using me for many years. Now, I could have set the machine out right at the back of my van, ran 50 foot of hose, heated up the water, and blew through this, and then put some enzyme on it. But when it comes to urine, I don't want to break those urine salts up and get them down in the pad any more than they already are, and then risk any wick back or odors that could come up. I'm in the state of Washington. It's humid. We just got over a rainy season here. So the VLM method works absolutely perfect. And like I told my clients, I guarantee all my work, whether it's steam cleaning or low moisture. If for any reason you're not happy or unsatisfied, I'll come back out free of charge within the next 30 days and re-clean it. And if you're not happy after that, then I guess the only thing left to do is just refund your money. We don't want you to pay for something you're not happy with the results. But I've never had anybody say that they wanted their money back. I've gone back a couple times to a few homes over the years and re-cleaned them, and usually I've never done it with the VLM, but it's usually some wick back or something that the client put. This is the Ironman pad, but sometimes the client will mix up their own concoction of Dawn dish soap, laundry soap, and they'll spray it on real heavy and try and clean spots. And then when I'm steam cleaning it, I'm rinsing it, but that stuff is deep down in the carpet. They may have just poured it by the cup, and it'll wick back up and you'll see some browning. So I just come back out, and a lot of times I can just hit it with a little bit of white distilled vinegar and a shop vac, and it's gone. Or tell the customer to try some white distilled vinegar and a rag. So you can see the Ironman, it is working. I have the Velcro on there, which I'm using today, and it works good with these pads here. You just have to really tear it off gently. And so I finished with the Ironman, and now I'm going to follow with a flat pad just to get some more moisture up and see what I can get out. And again, I really need it to be square, not rectangular, because you'll notice it starts to try to grab when you push forward and tuck under, and that's what I'm trying to get away from. It does do a great job of cleaning, so I'll keep working on it and see what I come up with. But right now, the Ironman bonnets are Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning approved. You want a good bonnet, you get you the Ironman pads. That's the back side of it. The soil came right through. You can see this. These do a good job. And here, it's on there pretty snug, so I'm going to have to take the whole driver off and then peel it. And here's the fan. Everything's raked. Smells fantastic. The enzyme smells good. Everything looks good. Another great job in the books. Filming the afterwork. Appreciate you guys joining me for another episode. And thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. That helps me out. Hit the bell for future notifications. I try to post one or two. Sometimes I'll get a video every day. It just depends on where I'm working, what I'm doing. So thanks again for joining me on this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Have a fantastic day.